is DIY Glam by Jazz. I finally changed my name and welcome to my channel. I am fairly new but not new to creating DIY. I really love glam, but I want to make sure that it's affordable, and sometimes it's not just affordable, but I don't know, I really love creating something that I made, and I don't know, to me it's something that I see it and I just smile. So on this video, I love makeup, and I even have a channel just for makeup alone, but I really needed my own organizer, and I did a video, guys, that I did one just the 3 drawers using the regular plastic drawers that you get at Target or Walmart. I actually went again and I bought another one, and I just couldn't believe how cheap it was. It was only $10, and you could just leave it as is and just use that to organize your makeup or just to organize your room, your house, or whatever you want to organize. But let's glam it up in a very affordable way too. So what I did was I stacked the one that I did previously and I put the new one on top or below, and we put it together. So on this video, I'm going to share with you guys how I did this DIY, but you guys are going to see some tweaks and changes there, because the mirror that I used previously, I got that mirror from the Dollar Tree and it was the perfect size for that drawer, but for some reason I have gone to so many Dollar Trees, I have not seen it. I haven't even seen it on the website, not the one that was the regular size that we used to see previously. And because of that reason, I have to find something to make it work, and I finally found something to make that drawer work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep talking because I know you guys came just to see the DIY, but I wanted you guys to learn a little bit more what inspired me and how, and just be prepared that there's a little change. We're like, wait, that's not the same. This is the reason why. So guys, let's go ahead and start with the tutorial. And if you really like this video, if you like this type of video, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. So guys, let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So for this DIY, this glam DIY, remember, we're going to make it really tall. So we need 2 of those 3 drawer plastic organizer, and the one that I have, the link is going to be provided below. So here I'm showing you the one that I did previously. So I removed the drawers and I'm going to tweak it a little bit because we need to make sure that they look consistent. So I'm going to show you the old one and then the new one, and just make sure that the drawers are also the same size. So what you're gonna need is plywood. I got the plywood that measures the 1/4. The size is 1/4, and it's 2 feet by 4 feet, which was perfect for this project. I purchased 2 of those, and I had them cut, and I just put the measurements there. I had a little piece, as you see, that long thin piece of wood that was extra, was perfect to fit the drawers. So you're gonna get 2 of those, and I had them cut 3 of those for me, 12 by 3/8 by 7 inches, and that was perfect to fit the size of the front drawers. But the first time I did this, I had to measure them individually because each drawer was a different size. So it's key, guys, that you measure every single drawer. At least the one that I purchased from Target, all the drawers fit perfectly and I didn't have any problems with that piece of wood. So once you have that wood already cut and you have it set, now I purchased contact paper. I got this from Target. I wanted the one that had the marble effect, but that was already gone, so I purchased the one that it was just white. I do love that in the back side it has some lines, so it's going to make it easier for you guys to cut. So we just placed the plywood right on top, and we measured, and once we measured and I saw the line that I needed, I started cutting that piece. because I'm using the 3-drawer DIY that I did a few months back, you guys could skip this part. You guys don't need to do this. This was just not plywood, but foam board that I had put on the side. So I wanted to remove it because I wanted to make sure that it was consistent. So the next step for you guys is going to be that you guys have to stack and secure both of the drawer organizer. So what we did, we made a hole, so then it will be easier for us to apply the screw. We did this, we applied 2 to connect the top and the bottom organizer. And then we did 2 more right on the back. So you need 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Now this will help it stay secure. Once you finish adding those screws, let's move on to applying that plywood. Here you see the plywood already with the contact paper. And now we're just gonna create that hole from the inside out. That way from the outside we get to see exactly where that screw is gonna go in. Once we did that hole, then we apply the screw. The good thing is that you could do it manually. You could just apply that screw just using a manual screwdriver. And go ahead and do this up to, we did 6 on each side. Now that that is set, the next step that I did was, I don't like the wood, how it looks like. You go apply contact paper if you like, but in my case, I really like that bling or silver touch. So I'm using spray paint that is the color of silver. I want to make sure that it does get the inside of the wood, but also each layer where the drawer is going to go. That way it is easier. Once it dried, I did apply another coat, and I was very happy with how it came out, and you guys could see it here on this picture. So what I did was I added those drawers that I did on the other DIY, and then on the bottom you see that the drawers are ready to go. We need to do this set, but you guys could see the silver on the side, and it does look so much better. And you get to see the silver in between each drawer, that it was just painted. And now we're ready to apply that plywood to glam up the drawer. So here where it comes in, that plywood that was cut to measure to fit the front drawers. Another technique that I did was just measure, and this is the size that fits perfectly for this drawer. And I did share those measurements previously a lot earlier on in the video, 12 by 3/8, and then the other one, it could be 7 inches, or it could be 7 inches, I believe, and 1/4, or just in between, so, or 1/8. So it depends on the size of the drawers. So once you have that cut and ready to go, what we're gonna do is go ahead and screw those pieces of wood in there. We apply 2 screws. The good thing is that you guys could use screws that are a little bit smaller. That way they're not showing so much on the other side. So go ahead and apply 2, or just 1 is enough. It's up to you to each of these drawers. The next step is you want to make sure that those screws are flushed. So you have to make a bigger indent, because you want to make sure that once you apply that, the mirrors right on top is not lopsided, that the screw is not messing it up. So what we're going to do is measure now exactly. We want to make sure that these mirrors are centered. So I apply 3, and you measure the drawer. So if it's about 12 or 12 and 3/8, then it was the remaining, if you subtract 9, the remaining is about 3 something, and you divide it into 2. So it was about 1, a little bit more than 1.5 on each side that I added that line. And now it looks even. Just want to make sure that where the corners are even, or the ends are even on both sides. So once you're happy with how it looks like, I apply E6000 on the center of the plywood, and then I hot glue as well the mirror. These mirrors are, the size are 3 by 3, and I go ahead and stack down on the bottom and on the top. And as you see, there is a gap in the center. That center you could apply a bling a strip that you find at Hobby Lobby, or you guys could just apply just glitter or just crushed glass. So on the corners, what I did was I painted them with this acrylic metallic paint. I really love this color. It's silver. It's one that I use all the time, and just one coat was enough. I let that dry. I did this with all drawers, and I let that dry because once you apply the crushed glass, you want to make sure that you are able to see a little bit of that silver coming through. In the center, I applied that silver strip from Hobby Lobby. Here I found these at Michael's, and I think these are perfect to create the knobs, or you guys could just put any knobs that you want. But this I did create it from the previous video. I made my own. These were a lot easier to do. I just put hot glue, but because the size was a little bit small, I applied another one. I traced it, and once I traced it to the foam board, and now I had 3 in total. So now that this is dry, you're gonna go ahead and apply Mod Podge, and right on top you're going to apply the crushed glass. I really love the look that it comes. It looks like. So right away, just apply a thick layer of Mod Podge, apply the crushed glass. I pat it really softly. You want to make sure that you don't cut yourself, so I pat it really softly. And you're going to go ahead and do that on both ends, and repeat this process on all of the drawers. I love that the center is exposed and there's no mirrors, no glass. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and drill a hole, and softly and gently, be careful, apply the screw very softly, because this is a just soft thin wood and the foam board. And in the center we were able to apply it. I just love that I'm able to use this as my knob, and I wanted for that to be sturdy. And then in the center I applied that I got from a jewelry you will see that in my other video. Here what I did was I got this strip, and I share a little bit more how I did this on my other video, and it's to hold the gap that you see in between from the drawer and the plywood. And you just trace and just put a bling mesh, and this is the final look. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I was able to go more into details in the other video. You guys could check it out as well, but here I am loving that I was able to, even though make it work, that I was not able to find those mirrors from the Dollar Tree, but I feel like this was perfect. It's consistent, and I love that I'm able to apply all of my makeup on this tall drawer, and it's 6 drawers, guys. So I love how this came out. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, bye.